diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will get the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast.
Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll keep it himself. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking to pass, it's Mayo. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can
picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Got the first down and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Give to the back. Fights off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. The Tide will get the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the plate fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Knight. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
No surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He's got him. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air on first down. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Mayo. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really...
Turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. It's caught. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown time.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And the Bruins want to move quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Bama! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Back to pass, it's Mayo. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, UCLA! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Knight. Working that left side now. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that 1st down. This is still the first half, guys.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. And when you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. You find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Blue. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayo. Got the quick pass. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gideon. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gideon. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
He wants to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Gideon. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Back to throw. It's Mayo. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bruins. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to...
A lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Mayo. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To the air on 2nd down. Quick screen to the speedster outside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. You think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
Back to throw, it's Knight. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of 1st downs, now out close to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Blue. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous now.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll do it himself. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Knight. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It would...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit. And here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Looking downfield, it's Mayo. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gonna look downfield again. Can't connect on his first throw. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Saunders. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll go to the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bama! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Wake Forest. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll try the right side. Running to Green. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Saunders. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. The give to the back. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give and tick, 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 tick. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're still firing away even with this lead. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just